mate. Oops, sorry. Namaste, mate from Australia.
Namaste, mate. My name is Shambhavi. I am from India, the land of many wonders. That the whole world is one. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means we are the part of the one big family. So therefore, they can.
Australia and India shares many common bonds. And after years of relentless efforts by many stakeholders, a stage has been reached where we can comfortably say Namaste, mate while referring to the Australia-India relations. Over the past few years, India has emerged as the trusted partner and a true democracy balancing the world order, especially in the greater Indo-Pacific region. And coming together of the two democracies, Australia and India, is but a natural progression.
A significant progress in this direction happened in November 2022, with the Australia's Parliament approving the India-Australia Free Trade Agreement. The progress was also reflected in the statistics, when Indian commerce with Australia reached $22.49 billion in the first 3 quarters of 2022, up 62% from $13.88 billion in the same period of 2021. With this progress in the India-Australia relations, at the ground level, there have been interest and enhanced curiosity within the Australian business community, especially hence, based on the lessons learned from our vast experience in the Australia-India space, we launched this initiative called Namaste Mate to benefit stakeholders from both sides of the border, communicate clearly, not only at the strategic but also at the operational levels, for a mutually beneficial bilateral relationship. Let's hear more from the experts.
Australia is always considered as one of the easiest places in the world to do business, and we do subscribe to the same view because here doing the business is not is ease of doing business is quite good here, and the best feature of the Australian economy is that the regulations are quite transparent here. Right. So as a foreign authorized deposit taking institution, we call it foreign ADI. Union Bank of India has been here since in Australia since March 2016. I'm talking of the full-fledged branch. As a full-fledged branch, right. we had a representative office since 2009, and which we converted into a full-fledged branch in the year 2016. And the journey till now has been smooth, and the bank has always contributed towards the economic development of the country. Yeah. And however, well, I believe, in my personal opinion, a lot more can be done so that Indian banks are able to perform in a better way. So this Namaste Mate, it's a very good initiative. It will definitely bring a lot of awareness among this.
Every country now wants to have a closer tie with it. Over the last few years, or I would say decades, I have seen a significant change in the way India is perceived, received, but also the fact that we as global citizens need to sort of go beyond our national identities. Because the challenges we face today as a society, we typically call them in research as the grand challenges. How two global powers can come together, and it's a fantastic initiative by you. So I have really been very lucky to experience Australia both as an academic visitor and as a tourist, and I'm very impressed by the Australian way of looking at things. And when it comes to education, I think a lot of fascinating things are happening in India, and I think there is a scope for each of the countries to learn from each other. The brand of Australia is primarily sport and so cricket, tourism, education. But if I ask my students, many of whom are executives, beyond that, I do not think there is a clear positioning of the brand Australia, particularly in terms of technology or business. Australia can differentiate and position would be very important.
Absolutely.
Both countries, I've taught in India, I've taught in Australia, I've taught in other countries as well. But I know the two education systems reasonably well. Yes. First of all, let me congratulate you on this effort of yours, and wish you the very best, because it is a very important piece of work. And you are a bit of a pioneer in this area. Yeah, the Indian education system is it's a very complex history, and it has evolved in various ways. Indian education sector has been opened up to foreign direct investment. So there is a huge amount of potential for the expansion of Australian educational institutions in India, because the landscape there is huge and vast, and in many ways it's very difficult for Australians to understand all that in a short period of time. So my advice would be to concentrate on a few areas in which Australia can make a big difference and probably can attract a lot of attention in India. This requires a huge team effort. It requires a huge team effort, and there should be a strong leadership from both sides. So committed people who have the big picture in mind, but are also conscious of the details. Right now, things are being led by government policy. But the success of the free trade agreement or the preferential trade agreement will be judged not by being led by the government, but by being led by ordinary people. So we have to take advantage of the trade agreement to establish good trade and investment links with each other. That would
I have heard about Australia, the land of kangaroos, koalas, emu birds. Australia is famous for the natural wonders, beaches, deserts, strong mountains, so much in common and unique also. Make a strong team together. Say namaste, make to each other.